man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, got some more Canelo news. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. So apparently, PBC offered Canelo a 3-fight deal, and the fight deal fell through because Caleb Plant said no, and then you got other people saying that it wasn't enough time to do a pay-per-view. So, you know, Canelo going back to the zone to work with Eddie Hearn. But let's talk about that. Check out our Box Rumor playlist out. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. So, I mean, basically they said it wasn't enough time to do the pay-per-view. We hear people saying, oh, Caleb Plant didn't want it. It wasn't enough money. So I don't pretty much know. But right now, they just ain't doing it. Straight up and down. Deal was agreed to. By the time they got to sign it, it sounded like, you know, maybe doing two pay-per-views in the same month with Fox wasn't on the agenda. So apparently he supposed to be going Canelo fighting Callum Smith in the Alamo Dome or AT&T Stadium with Callum Smith on the zone. I think maybe December 26th. So they're gonna go ahead and do that fight. But I heard that possibly the Caleb Plant fight is still on like hot butter popcorn. So they might want to come back in May and do the same 3-fight deal. So not sure if Caleb Plant gonna have a tune-up fight on the undercard or whatever situation gonna be, or is he gonna fight Callum Smith, then Billy Joe Saunders, and then Golovkin on the zone, or if Eddie Hearn gonna just keep making a fight-by-fight deal with Canelo. To be honest, probably a safer thing to do. He probably gonna stay on the zone and just keep getting that easy money. It's guaranteed money. You got to worry about pay-per-view doing bad or nothing like that. So this is speculation right here. I wouldn't be surprised if he fought Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, and Golovkin in some type of order his next 3 fights. So that just kind of make a little bit more sense in my opinion. But they might want to do Caleb Plant in May. So that might be a fight they might want to do, possibly with more fans in attendance next year. Maybe the COVID is still here. Maybe it's not still here, but people living like it still doesn't exist. But yeah, it'll be good. There won't be no excuses. You know, if Caleb Plant get a tune-up in December on somebody undercard, then they both come back January, February, March, April, come back 5 months later. Won't be no issue about recovery. Won't be no issue about preparation time. Won't be no issue about nothing. All right, so may probably make some sense. They both on even playing grounds, but the issue here, if Canelo fight in December and Caleb Plant don't fight to that point, he gonna basically have almost a year to change off. They don't make no sense. They need to get Caleb Plant to fight in December, so it ain't no complaints about, well, if he come back in February and fight, oh, it's not enough time in May again. So, you know, you don't get an opportunity in super middleweight division to almost make 8 figures in a fight. So that's a hell of an opportunity. And I know we just going around here basically saying that Callum Smith is going to just get beat up by Canelo. I think we all understand that, but yeah, you know, he going to fight Callum Smith December 26th. Do I have any interest in that? Minimum interest. Caleb Plant fight was a good fight. Give you more time to kind of get your money together. Let the state or the country and the world kind of heal from COVID. Hopefully they get a vaccine or somehow go away, and then we can kind of get to the meat and potatoes of things, and they can do better fights and do more fights. The whole thing is you hear behind the scenes that, oh, we're gonna make the biggest and the best fight soon as boxing comes back, and that ain't kind of been the situation. You know, Crawford fighting Kell Brook, Tank fought Leo Santa Cruz, Devin fought Gamboa. I mean, Errol Spence fight Danny Garcia. The only intrigue in that fight is just simply if Errol Spence the same fighter. So Canelo fighting Callum Smith, the best fight so far, at least on the menu, it look like it's probably gonna be Ryan Garcia fighting Luke Campbell, possibly on the Canelo undercard of December 19th. So that's kind of the real intrigue. I mean, Oscar Madonna might be more intriguing than some of these fights. It's just been one-sided fights. I mean, you have probably had a few upsets here and there, but other than, you know, Barboza and not Cepeda, what's this dude's name? Salcedos, and he retired due to a brain injury. Really ain't nothing to look forward to. You know, Miguel Pachet and Oscar Valdez fell out. So I just still don't think these promoters willing to make the best fights. I still think it's a situation where they'd rather continue to lose money than work with each other. I mean, anybody that watched the Avatar: The Last Airbender, remember in the End of the Water Book 1, Season 1, where Commander Zhao was getting attacked by the moon spirit that he killed. And then Zuko reached his hand out to him, and he was like, I'd rather die than get saved by you. That's basically boxing right there. I'd rather go bankrupt than work with Bob, or I'd rather go bankrupt than work with Al or work with the Zone. It's just a whole bunch of mannish, a whole bunch of just stuck up, arrogant, people in boxing. These dudes are legit just honorary guys to go. And that's the problem with old people. They just honorary. They'd rather die than do the right thing. We got a whole bunch of old men stuck in their ways. You ain't get shit done. You got a young guy like Dana White putting it together. Somebody was telling me today, well, why should Teofimo Lopez be the A side and Tank did 200,000, 225,000 pay-per-views? He got 5 belts. I mean, at the end of the day, that's gonna be the whole new generation of boxers. New thing. Well, he make more money. He do this now. Well, I don't need you. Teofimo Lopez is one of the few guys that have 5 belts, plus the ring belt in the era of boxing. You think he gonna need Gervonta Tank Davis? Tank gonna be stuck at lightweight and super featherweight forever because he come up to 140, he gonna get smashed. You know what I'm saying? Little dude. So Teofimo Lopez probably can go to 40, 47 to get that real money. So he ain't really tripping on fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. You ain't gonna have no $1 million star, multi-million-dollar pay-per-view seller at super fucking featherweight and fighting featherweights and fighting that lightweight. Shit. That's why Shane Mosley and Floyd Mayweather and Pernell and them, Durant moved out of that division and went up to 47 and got the bag. But apparently the 3-fight deal was this. And my whole thing is like, since Caleb Plant, they couldn't make that fight for whatever reason it was. You tell me the whole deal is dead? He couldn't just fight Eubanks first, but apparently Canelo want a lot of money to come back. So anytime somebody want a lot of money, either they hurting for money or they hurting for money. So apparently he need the money. So he couldn't take no Ivan Uterman fight for a cheap bag. He wanted to get some real money. So I mean that is what it is. But apparently there are 3 options. The 3-fight deal was this: he was gonna fight Caleb Plant December 26th and 19th, I'm guessing, and then he was gonna turn around and fight Chris Eubanks in May, and then he's gonna turn around and fight Jamal Charlo in September. So if they can reassume that deal in May, then he can fight Plant, then Eubanks in September, and then next Cinco de Mayo 2022, he can fight Jamal Charlo. But for you to blow a whole deal like that, it had to be over money, or he wanted an advantage over Caleb Plant. And Caleb Plant should have been training. Don't like he out of shape or none of that nature, but apparently some people think Canelo just pulled hoodwinked him. He never wanted to fight Caleb Plant. He knew it wasn't enough time. He always gonna go back to the zone. So be it. It is what it is. If you want to go fight Callum Smith and they want to overpay him for Callum Smith, you just speeding up the inevitable for the zone that they're gonna go broke. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna have a breakup with somebody? That's like you having, it's like Kaepernick and Eric Reed splitting up with the NFL and then going to get $100 million contracts and working and suing them and then coming back and getting $100 million contract. Never was gonna happen. They let Eric Reed back in the league just to make it seem like they wasn't white balling Kaepernick. So I ain't never seen no situation where you sue a company, you go back and work on a company just on a fight-by-fight deal. Like I said, it just lets you know how dysfunctional the zone is right now. And they're going to overpay this dude to continue to come over there when he wants to. And it'd be good when that's not an option for him. But like I said before, it was too good to be true that he was going to fight Caleb Plant. Simple than that. You're talking about 6 weeks, 2 pay-per-views in June, in December. And they could have made Danny Garcia, Errol Spence free. With the fans in attendance, that should be a free fight. But like I said before, what they gonna, like Daniel White said, all they're doing is they sucking the money, they sucking the life out of boxing. They getting as much money as they can. Every fight is like a bank robbery until they can't do it no more. And it's gonna be to the point where a lot of these fighters that's coming up, they have to take tough fights on free TV for short money. Boxing is gonna have to, it's destroying itself right now. And then it's going to have to rebuild itself. It's going to take some time, but if these young guys like Shakir Stevenson, Jerron Ennis, and Colbert and a lot of these guys, if they keep that mentality they got, boxing should be able to stave off extinction. But if some of these dudes start to develop that Tank mentality, that Mayweather mentality, boxing is going to be just dead straight up and down. But like I said before, Caleb Plant and Canelo could go down in May. Depends on Canelo. Just my opinion here. I think Canelo going to fight Callum Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, and probably Triple G in some type of order. He just keep getting that easy bag from Eddie Hearn. So his PBC deal would have been Caleb Plant versus Canelo versus Eubanks, and Jamal Charlo versus Canelo. But apparently the Caleb Plant fight, him not being able to fight or them not being able to do the fight, simply derailed the whole plan. So they might I heard they kind of trying to work on doing that same deal in May, but we'll see. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request. All my social media links in the description: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Facebook group link there as well too. If you want to check out my backup channel, it's Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Our live's gonna be over there from now on until later notice. And then you can check out my sportscaster. That link will be in the description for my other live stream. So all my creators that want to do a that want to go to a different platform or a platform to assist YouTube, they monetize day one. Other than that, this dude wanted to work. Other than that, you want to make a donation, Cash App CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Best way to donate, share the video, hit that subscribe button, the like comment button. We gone.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.